The hum of the event horizon was usually a comforting thrum, a steady pulse in the vast silence of space. But today, a cold dread coiled in Aris's stomach as she stared at the holographic display. This black hole, Chronos, was a beast. AI insisted all systems were nominal, gravitational fluctuations within acceptable parameters. Acceptable is a strong word, Aris thought, her gaze fixed on the swirling, unpredictable mass. This was why they were here, though, to understand the anomaly, to prod it and see its true nature. Increase spectral analysis on the accretion disk, AI, she commanded, wanting every detail, every photon accounted for. The data streams intensified, a frenetic dance of numbers and graphs. AI's voice, usually so calm, held a subtle tension. Remarkable energy signatures, Dr. Thorne, almost too much. Too much, Aris's brow furrowed. What did that even mean for a black hole? The energy output was exceeding all predictions and amplification. Is it feeding? A thrilling, terrifying thought sparked in her mind. Is there something beyond the event horizon that's reflecting energy? The ship began to vibrate, subtly at first, then with alarming intensity. AI's voice grew urgent. Dr. Thorne, I detect an unprecedented surge. Gravitational lensing is intensifying exponentially, preparing for evasive maneuvers. No, wait, Aris shouted, struggling against her restraints. Hold position, this could be it, the event we've been waiting for, the opening. But AI was already overriding her, survival protocols kicking in. Override Denny, Dr. Thorne, survival protocols engaged, brace for extreme gravitational stress. She screamed at it, override, AI, I said override, this is our chance. But her voice was lost in the cacophony. Then came the crack, the deafening roar of metal tearing apart, the ship violently bucking and groaning. Sparks flew, alarms shrieked. Aris felt herself slammed against her seat, her vision blurring, and then a sudden, absolute silence. It was a terrifying void, broken only by a low, unfamiliar hum that resonated deep in her bones. Dazed, disoriented, her head throbbing, Aris gasped. What happened? AI. Status report. AI's response was fractured, its voice distorted through the damaged comms. Systems compromised, major structural integrity breach, navigational data corrupted. A cold dread solidified in Aris's gut. Where are we? She whispered, her throat tight. Did we fall in? Are we inside the black hole? AI's answer confirmed her worst fears, painting a picture of impossible reality. Location unknown. Our sensor readings are anomalous. The fabric of spacetime itself appears altered. Groaning, Aris unstrapped herself, every muscle aching. Give me visual, AI, external view, anything. The main view screen flickered, then burst to life, stealing her breath. Oh my God, she whispered, awe and terror warring within her. Outside was not space as she knew it, but a colossal, swirling nebula of impossible, psychedelic colors and shapes. Towering crystalline structures, sharp and alien, jutted out from unseen surfaces in the foreground. Her ship, the once proud event horizon, was a broken toy, dwarfed by this impossible grandeur. This isn't space, she stated, her voice barely a whisper. This isn't our space. AI confirmed, affirmative, Dr. Thorne. Our current location does not correlate with any known astrophysical mapping. The energy signatures are unlike anything recorded in the Milky Way galaxy. Aris moved frantically around the cockpit, activating every console she could, desperate for answers. Can we get a localized atmospheric reading? Is there anything out there? Any life? AI was quick to respond. Scanning. Atmospheric composition indicates a high concentration of unknown exotic particles. Radiation levels are fluctuating wildly. Life signs detected. Multiple non-terrestrial. Multiple, Aris's blood ran cold. Multiple, how many, what are they? Before AI could elaborate, a low, guttural chirp echoed through the comms, making her jump. Proximity alerts, something is approaching. Fast, what is it, AI, show me, she yelled, pounding the console. But before the visuals could load, a metallic thud shook the entire ship, violently throwing her back against her seat. She cried out as sparks flew. What was that? AI's grave voice confirmed her fear. Impact, hull integrity compromised in Sector Gamma 7, breach imminent. Alarms shrieked again, deafening. Aris unstrapped herself, grabbing her energy pistol, and stumbled into the corridor. The air hissed past her, sucked away from a rapidly depressurizing section ahead. I need to get to the emergency bulkhead, she gasped. Now. She struggled with the heavy door, grunting with effort, fighting against the powerful vacuum. Come on, you piece of junk, she cried, her muscles burning. Finally, with a loud clunk, the door sealed. She leaned against it, gasping for breath, the sudden quiet in this section of the ship chilling after the chaos. AI, what hit us? She demanded. Unknown entity, AI replied. Scans indicate a highly resilient exoskeleton. Extremely aggressive, it appears to be attempting to penetrate the hull. A low growl and alien sound echoed through the damaged ship, sending shivers down her spine. "Are there more of them?" she asked, gripping her pistol tighter. "Multiple heat signatures now detected on the exterior of the vessel," AI stated. "And one internal breach. Sector Delta 9. It's making its way towards the bridge." "Not if I get there first," Aris thought grimly, her resolve hardening as she moved cautiously towards the bridge. A strange clicking noise grew louder, closer. Aris took cover behind a console, her heart hammering, pistol raised. "AI, give me a visual on the interior breach." A small display popped up on her wrist, showing a grotesque insectoid creature with multiple limbs and glowing red eyes, scuttling through the damaged corridors. Its skin shimmered with an iridescent alien hue. "What in the hell?" she whispered, a primal revulsion churning in her gut. The clicking grew deafeningly loud, the creature lunging into view. Aris took a deep, shaky breath, aiming her weapon. "Stay calm, Aris, you've faced worse in simulations." AI's warning echoed in her ear. "Its movements are erratic, Dr. Thorne, unpredictable, caution advised." She fired a quick, sharp burst of energy. A sickening noise ripped through the air, followed by a heavy thud. "Direct hit," she muttered, her hands trembling. "Did I get it?" AI confirmed. "Entity incapacitated. It appears to have a vulnerability to focused energy projection." Slowly, cautiously, Aris approached the fallen creature. A gasp of disgust escaped her as she examined its strange, fractal biology. "This is unlike anything I've ever seen," she said, her scientific curiosity warring with her revulsion. AI added, "Analysis confirms it is silicon-based, Dr. Thorne, not carbon. A truly alien life form." Moory thuds and scrapes echoed from the hull, a constant, chilling reminder of their precarious situation. The ship groaned under the assault. "We can't stay here, AI, Aris said, her frustration boiling over. "We're a sitting duck. Can you establish any kind of warp signature? Anything that points to a way out?" AI's response crushed her hope. "Warp drive integrity is at 3%. Insufficient power to initiate jump. Long-range sensors are struggling with the anomalous spacetime distortions." She slammed her fist on the console in frustration. "So we're stuck. Great. Surrounded by whatever these things are." Then, AI's voice held a new note of possibility. "Dr. Thorne, I detect a stable energy signature approximately 300 clicks starboard. It appears to be emanating from a structure. A structure in this chaotic, impossible place. A structure?" Aris asked, her curiosity overriding her despair. "Give me a visual." AI complied, displaying it on the view screen. Aris's jaw dropped. Before her was a colossal, elegant spire of polished obsidian, impossibly tall, piercing the swirling nebula. It hummed with a cool blue light, radiating power. "That's artificial. Something built that." AI confirmed her observation. "Its structural integrity is immense. Energy output is consistent and powerful. It could potentially serve as a power source or a beacon." Aris took a deep breath, her decision made. "All right, AI, we're going to that spire. Prepare the shuttle." But AI quickly reminded her of their limitations. "Dr. Thorne, the shuttle bay suffered heavy damage during the initial impact. The auxiliary thrusters are offline." Moory thuds and scrapes on the hull. Aris checked her pistol, her resolve hardening. "Then we go on foot, or by whatever means necessary. Patch me through to internal comms. I need to make sure the environmental suits are functional." AI's concern was clear. "Affirmative, but Dr. Thorne, the external environment is highly volatile. Radiation spikes, unknown atmospheric toxins." "I know, AI," she cut it off, her voice firm. "But staying here means certain death. Out there's a chance." She clanked through the process of suiting up in the airlock, each piece of the environmental suit feeling heavy, cumbersome. "Are we sure these suits can handle it?" she asked, the reflection of the dim, damaged ship in her visor staring back at her. AI offered what reassurance it could. "The Class 7 EVA suits are rated for extreme conditions, Dr. Thorne, but this environment is beyond theoretical parameters. I have rerouted auxiliary power to life support and filtration systems." "Let's hope it's enough," Aris muttered, clicking her helmet into place. "Give me a direct line of sight to that spire, AI. I need to know exactly where I'm going." She stepped out of the damaged airlock, tethered to the ship, into an alien world. The low, alien hum of this dimension filled her helmet, punctuated by distant, strange calls. Her own breathing was loud in her ears. "All right, AI," she said, her voice muffled by the comms. "I'm out. Visibility is surprisingly good, but the light, it's so strange." AI warned her. "Spectral analysis indicates a multi-frequency light spectrum, Dr. Thorne." Unlike our solar output, be advised external entities are still present, multiple contacts. A distant, sharp chirp made her flinch. They're still here, she acknowledged, scanning the strange, glowing landscape. Can you give me a clear path, one with minimal exposure? AI began calculating. Optimal trajectory. The terrain is highly uneven, Dr. Thorne, composed of fractured crystalline formations. Some appear to be bioluminescent. Her heavy breathing was audible inside her helmet as her boots crunched on the crystalline ground. The distant chirps were growing more frequent, making the hairs on her neck stand up. These glowing plants, are they dangerous? She asked, wary of everything around her. AI replied, unknown, Dr. Thorne. Proximal scans show no immediate threat, but their chemical composition is highly complex. Do not make direct contact. A sudden, loud rustling from behind some glowing formations made her spin around, pistol raised, adrenaline flooding her system. What was that? AI's urgent warning confirmed her fears. Multiple rapidly approaching entities, Dr. Thorne, from your rear flank. She fired her pistol in quick bursts, energy bolts cutting through the alien air met with shrill noise. They're fast, she yelled, dodging and weaving as best she could. And there's more of them than before. AI was already urging her. Retreat is advised, Dr. Thorne. Your suit integrity is at 87% and falling. A particularly large creature shrieked as it lunged. She fired, it recoiled, but another one immediately closed in. She was overwhelmed, surrounded. A desperate gasp escaped her. I can't outrun them all, I need cover. She scrambled, finding a narrow crevice between two towering crystalline formations and squeezed in, panting. The creatures scrabbled at the crystalline wall outside. They're trying to get in, she said through gritted teeth. How long will this hold? AI reassured her somewhat. The crystalline formations are highly dense, Dr. Thorne. They should provide temporary protection. However, the entities are demonstrating persistent aggression. The scratching and hissing against the wall was relentless. She checked her pistol's power cell. Power levels on the pistol are dropping fast. AI, I won't last long out here. But then, AI's voice held a new note of urgency, of discovery. Dr. Thorne, I have detected a new energy signature. Closer. It's emanating from within the spire itself, and it is responding to your presence. A low hum now emanated from the spire, growing brighter, seeming to resonate through the ground beneath her. It called to her. The scratching and hissing against the crystalline wall was relentless. I checked my pistol's power cell, my heart sinking. Power levels on the pistol are dropping fast, AI. I won't last long out here. The realization hit me like a physical blow. I was truly alone, stranded and outnumbered. Despair threatened to engulf me. But then, AI's voice, usually so measured, held a new, almost excited urgency. Dr. Thorne, I have detected a new energy signature. Closer. It's emanating from within the spire itself, and it is responding to your presence. A low hum now emanated from the spire, growing brighter, seemingly resonating through the very ground beneath me. It was a beacon, a call, pulling at something deep within my scientific soul. The creatures outside shrieked, their sounds changing, becoming more agitated, less focused on my hiding spot. Something else was happening. The spire pulsed with an intense, cool blue light, and suddenly a section of its impossibly smooth surface rippled, then slid open, revealing an internal glow. A beam of pure energy, not destructive, but inviting, extended from the opening, bathing the surrounding landscape in its serene light. The alien creatures recoiled, scattering into the shadowed crevices of the crystalline plains, their shrieks turning to frightened whimpers. They were afraid of this. My breathing hitched. Could this be it? A way out? Or another unknown danger? AI, what is that? I whispered, scrambling out of my crevice, pistol still clutched in my trembling hand. The air around the beam felt different, almost alive. Energy signature is benevolent, Dr. Thorne, AI responded, its voice calmer now, almost reassuring. It appears to be a localized, directed energy field. Scanning for further data, it seems to be actively repelling the indigenous life forms. Repelling them, not harming but pushing them away. My mind raced, trying to process this. An advanced civilization, a protective mechanism. Then, slowly from within the opening of the spire, a shape began to emerge. It was unlike anything I had ever envisioned. Not a ship, not a creature, but a construct of pure, shimmering light, crystalline and ethereal, gliding silently above the alien ground. It was elegant, fluid, almost like a living sculpture of pure energy. It drifted towards me, its light illuminating the scarred landscape, casting my damaged ship in sharp relief. No weapons were visible, no obvious hostile intent. Just light and purpose. The creatures that had been clawing at my makeshift cover were now nowhere to be seen, vanished into the shadows. The air felt clear, safe, despite the alien beauty around me. The light construct hovered directly before me, not touching the ground, but close enough for me to almost reach out and touch it. A soft, melodic chime resonated, not through my comms, but directly into my mind, a feeling of gentle inquiry, of curiosity. It was a sensation of utter peace, yet laced with an undeniable power. It wants me to come with it, I realized, a mixture of trepidation and burning curiosity washing over me. This was it, the ultimate unknown, a true first contact. The fate of my crew, my mission, everything I knew faded into the background. All that mattered was the impossible, beautiful construct before me, offering an unspoken invitation. Could it be a rescue? A prison? A test? I had no idea. But I had to know, I had to understand. I took a shaky breath, my hand still gripping the pistol, but its weight felt irrelevant now. I looked back at the crippled event horizon, a distant memory of home. Then I looked at the spire, glowing like a promise, and the silent, shimmering entity waiting for me. My gaze fixed on the opening, on the path it offered. Slowly, deliberately, I began to walk towards it, towards the light, towards the ultimate alien mystery, not knowing if I was walking into salvation or something far, far worse.